Hello and welcome to Cornish Walking Trails. Today we've come to Lanhydrock. So we've come to Lanhydrock today to do a circular walk in the grounds. Lanhydrock is in mid-Cornwall near Bodmin.
You got a guide?
Have.
Brilliant.
It's one produced by the National Trust. Difficulty moderate. It's about 3 miles. Map inside.
Oh, nice big map.
Welcome to Lanhydrock. Lanhydrock's parkland is free for you to roam or to picnic wherever you fancy. As you venture away from the defined footpath, you'll encounter some fantastic ancient trees up to 700 years old. So this is a hollow lime. Literally has no centre.
Is that standing like that? Is that right?
How does it even stand up? And there's our first glimpse of the house. What do you think?
It's right, isn't it? It's our holiday home. What do you reckon?
Look at those yew trees. Beautifully clipped, aren't they? So we're here during the Easter holidays. Lots of families down here in Cornwall at the moment on their Easter holiday break. So it's quite busy here. We're hoping that by following one of the trails around the grounds it'll be a bit quieter and that the main throng of people will stay near the house. I think there's some signs of spring, don't you?
Is that a rhododendron, man?
Yeah, unusual colour, isn't it? That it's like a limey, yellowy, greeny.
Very delicate yellow, isn't it?
Beautiful. Unfortunately, with our late frosts and doses of snow, the camellias and everything are showing a little sign of being frosted. Brown petals and stuff. We'll try and pick out some really nice examples. So we've walked all of 100 yards away from the house and everybody stayed there. So it's really quiet out here, lovely. So this route takes us down to the farm and then follows the River Fowey for a bit. So we've come up there. That is a junction to the garden. And then there is a fork here, which we think on this map equates to this point here. So we're going to follow the dotted line that takes us down there. So we've made it to the farm. There's all the farm buildings. It's actually growing a load of plants in those tunnels. Wonderful.
So what is that great big yellow sunny thing up there in that sky?
I am not familiar with it. I have not seen it for a while.
I haven't seen it for about 6 months and I've forgotten what it is.
It's rather nice though, isn't it?
It's drying out all the mud.
Yeah, it's warm.
Eee.
All I can hear is the birdies. Oh, there's a pheasant.
There's a pheasant.
Right on cue. I bet it won't do it again there.
No,
it's a crow. So many birds. I bet they'll use that moss for their nests.
You what? Good boys.
That away.
That away?
Yes.
That says run.
Yes.
I ain't running.
Why not? Don't you do running?
The only time I run is when I'm running for a bus.
Or a pasty.
Or a pasty.
There's pasty down there, Andrew. Look at it.
Or pasties on a bus. Then I run really fast.
So we came out of that gate, we've joined this road, and there's another gate down there, there's a path to our left, there's a path to our right, and there's another couple of paths by the gate. And we are completely confused.
It's a good map, but it's lacking in any type of instructions whatsoever, and it's very easy because there's lots of different paths. It's actually easy to get lost.
We've just come through a gate, but we can't see a gate on the map. No landmarks.
No, so we're struggling a bit.
So we're guessing.
We're winging it.
Yeah. Which I actually found quite annoying because we've paid 50p for this, and I don't know, perhaps you'd expect it to be clearer.
It was a voluntary contribution.
No, it states on the front, it's printed on the front, suggested donation 50p. And he had his hand out. Okay, so let's apply some logic. Water runs downhill. If we keep going downhill, we'll find the River Fowey.
Good plan, Stan.
So let's go downhill. Anyway, nearly tripped over a dog. We can hear the river, so we're just going to carry on downhill. Aww, on this like little bench carved into a log. It's a tribute to his spaniels. Look, they look like cockers.
They do, don't they?
Oh, Raymond, rest a while. Very off the moment, but even in Lanhydrock, in the middle of the wood, it's a lump of plastic. So just taking a minute to enjoy this babbling little brook. It is absolutely gorgeous here. So tranquil and peaceful. Lovely. Footpath to Respryn Castle. Oh wow, must do that one day. So our map is not showing the footpath to Respryn Castle either, so we can't pinpoint ourselves on the map.
We be lost, we be.
Yeah, definitely. Rubbish. Okay, by accident we have found the River Fowey, haven't we?
We have found the River Fowey.
Respryn Bridge is up to the left, so I propose we go up there. So on a more serious note, if I was a holiday maker and I'd come down to Lanhydrock and picked up this little leaflet, I'd want to know I could trust it, get back to my car, get back to my holiday accommodation. At the moment we're a bit dubious about it. I mean, I guess you're on Lanhydrock land and you would eventually get back there, but it's not looking good at the moment.
This is the River Fowey. We've had a lot of rain recently and it is flowing really, really fast today. Very pretty in the dappled sunshine today.
So we actually are now aware of where we are. We've just spoken to a gent. He's told us we're there.
There by this bridge.
Now the bridge up the river is Respryn Bridge.
So that goes that way up to there.
Which is the ancient 1600s style bridge. Wow, it's the most beautiful setting, isn't it? So we've crossed the river.
So we're doing a slight detour. I'm going to try and find Respryn Bridge.
So although we've had our problems with the map and we have issues with it, the actual walk is beautiful. The scenery makes you feel so peaceful and tranquil. Just underneath the tree is a pheasant. Look at him. Oh, he's strutting his stuff, isn't he? So he's intently looking in the river for some fish, because we think what we're stood on might be a fishing platform, but we're not sure.
Can't see none.
Nor can I.
I don't know what type of fish would be in there. Wet fish, I reckon.
Did you really just say wet fish?
Yeah.
So obviously this is following the River Fowey, and I think I'm right in saying it starts on Bodmin Moor, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'm not sure though.
Does
anybody know?
That's why it's called the River Fowey.
No, it's where it comes out.
Ah. So we think that's Respryn Bridge. We'll go and find out.
Dog bathing area.
Bathing area.
Bathing.
Bathing is where you bath your
You
dog.
say potato.
I say bathing.
It is reported there's been some sort of bridge here since 1300 or thereabouts. In 1644, King Charles rode over this bridge towards Lanhydrock. At the beginning of the English Civil War, Lanhydrock supported the parliamentarians. During 1643 and 1644, the king's forces and many of the Cornish chieftains were on the offensive, taking Lanhydrock for the royalist cause. During this period it's thought that King Charles I rode over Respryn Bridge after a major battle at Cornwall Castle. He had won that battle that day. Perhaps he was returning to Lanhydrock afterwards.
Tiny little bridge.
Okay, so we're leaving Respryn Bridge behind us and we're going to go straight up the main avenue to Lanhydrock House. So one of the things that we generally think about when we're doing our scoring is how much additional information the author has researched and put in as points of interest. Nice place for a doggy to have a drink, isn't it? So just having a little review of the map and the extra information. Yes, we found the horse trough, tulip trees, well the leaves aren't out, so it's not fair to judge them on that. I think what could have been nicer about this walk, we've got panoramic points here and here, and the walk goes between both of them. Shame, really.
And I mean, we obviously went down to Respryn Bridge, which is really pretty, and there is a National Trust car park down there.
And they haven't added that on either.
Could have easily been put on as an option.
At the avenue of beech trees. So we're going to try this right-hand junction, but it looks as though it just goes into a field at the moment. Not sure. So we can see a little red marker, and there's a pedestrian gate. Ooh, back with the mud again. Oh, lovely. And mind the barbed wire on your clothes. So by coming through that muddy patch under the gate, we've actually bought ourselves a very quiet return to the car. We can see throngs of people
Busy, isn't it?
meandering around the visitor centre. It's so busy and we've seen nobody. So our walk today is a National Trust guide. We picked this up at the reception for 50p. There are no actual instructions with this map, it's just a dotted line to follow your way around.
So every Saturday over 100 people line up to run this trail. It's not Saturday today.
Thankfully.
Yeah, so you just need to be aware of it. If you're coming out to walk your dogs, just be aware really.
You're going to be competing with runners.
Doing it on a Saturday, you might have to run with them.
So we have completed our walk today after a fashion, by accident more than by design.
We did have to ask a couple of people because we did get a bit stuck on a couple of occasions.
Yeah, the map's not that helpful. There aren't some landmarks that would be obvious, like that little brook.
Yeah, we're used to completing walks where there's actually a map and instructions, and obviously what we've got today is just a map.
Just a map, but it isn't even an Ordnance Survey type map, is it? It's a hand-drawn, pretty map.
And if you are just going to produce a map, you do need some landmarks on it, just so if you do get lost, then you can find your way back again.
Gates, brooks, footpaths to other things. You've even got it on a gate that is a footpath to Cornwall Castle, and it's not marked on the map.
And for an organisation like the National Trust, you would kind of expect that they probably would have given you some extra information maybe. You know, we're kind of familiar with the area, not that we've done this particular walk before, but we did struggle on occasions with this today.
Yeah, not good.
No.
So with bearing all that in mind, yes, we completed it, so we have to give it 5 points, but the map's poor, there's no instructions. The points of interest...
There are some, but not throughout the whole year.
No.
They say it's a moderate walk as well, and I would agree with that.
Overall enjoyment, yeah, it's a lovely, tranquil spot, but I was always worried we were in the wrong place. That marred my enjoyment. I think I can only score this 5.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it has to be 5 out of 10 for this one. Lanhydrock is beautiful. The parkland is fantastic, and we'd certainly encourage you to come. But just be aware, if you're getting the map, it's difficult to complete.
Are you happy you paid 50p for it?
50p? Didn't tell me that.